welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I uploaded my last video, and I have to say that one thing that I thought of starting out this journey was, how am I going to do this in the winter? And it's not quite winter yet, but the weather has been so bad. Literally been raining non-stop since the end of the summer holidays. So finding the time now, especially after work, is very difficult. Now the nights are drawing in, clocks are going to change soon, so it's going to be dark by like 4:30, 5. Um, yeah, it's a challenge I think I had anticipated, but I'm not quite sure how to overcome yet. So I'm going to have to work out a schedule, I guess, and perhaps record at the weekends if there's good enough weather. But to keep a regimented sort of a nice series of videos to upload, I'm really going to have to plan ahead and come up with some kind of like program. But for now, we're just going to do this. This is going to be fun. So what I've been thinking out for a while is, finally in the UK, the DIY detail polishers are available. However, I got to spend a load of money on my car, so that's out the picture for quite a while. And we are potentially we are expecting another baby next year, so we'll see what happens with that. Maybe I'll create a wish list and some insanely rich, generous person wants to buy me a polisher because I'm that interesting. Just kidding, just kidding. But anyway, so if you want to make your car look phenomenal without polishing, we are going to do that today. We are going to use the DIYDetail Show Winning Wax. And with many other waxes as well. I've got the 12 months Fusso coat, phenomenal wax. These contain fillers. They don't need any special prep apart from the usual clean, decontaminate your car. I guess for optimum gloss, you would do a polishing stage or a jeweling stage perhaps. But on this series, my car's looks pretty good. It's pretty well protected already, so we're literally I don't have to worry about removing anything on there. I've got ceramic gloss on there, I've got quick beads on there. I'm going to hit it straight with the wax, and that can go over the top of everything: ceramic coatings, sealants, all that kind of stuff. One thing I would say, I wanted to do this the other night, however, because the nights are drawing in and it's getting cooler, the flash time on this, so to speak, so you need to let this sit and haze to get it to bond to the paint, I feel. Same with the Fusso coat. You need to give it enough time to bond and set, a bit like a flash time with a coating. When it's really cool and humid and damp and moist, this will take longer. If you literally just apply it and wipe it off straight away, you're not going to get the best results you can from it. You do need to let it sit. So it's nice and sunny. The car is going to be quite warm because it's been sat in the sun. I'm going to do a quick rinseless wash just to get the dust off, because last weekend or beginning of the week, I washed the car, decontaminated it with my little boy. I was going to do a video to show you how a 3-year-old can literally clean a car, because it is that easy. Foam, rinse, foam, contact wash, and your car's looking pretty good. And then it basically rained as soon as we cleaned the car anyway. So we're going to do a quick rinse wash. I probably won't film that because you've seen me do that loads. And then we're going to get straight to application of the wax. So stay tuned. So if you can see, try and do this. You kind of pick up the scratches and the swirls in the paint. It's really hard to do outside. You kind of see there. So I'm going to start by putting a heavy blob. I'm sweating a bit. What do you think of my new hat? Before we get started, support your local lifeboat. Just got to add that at the beginning. So we're going to give a nice blob in on here, and this is so we can prime the applicator, so to speak. That's quite a big blob. And the trick is with this, with all waxes, you don't want too much. Okay, because the more you have, the harder it is to remove, and you end up in kind of problems. So let's do this journey together, and then if I break it, do it wrong, you can see someone doing it wrong. Okay, so start off here, circular motions, and there's loads on here. So now we're gonna spread it nicely. And good thing about this, I don't have to worry about rubber, plastics, glass. We're gonna cover everything if we can. And I can already feel it drying because it is nice and sunny out. Oh, this feels good. So I want to make sure my applicator is nice and wet. So you see this black here? That's from the black trim. And I'm not worried too much about that, to be honest, because I know it's clean. It's just picking up a bit of residual dirt, but you know, it's not going to scratch my paintwork. So I'm just going to add a little bit more, just a tiny bit. Okay, and I'm going to continue to keep getting the applicator primed a bit. I want to spread it nice and even. And one thing I used to do with the Fusso coat is I always laid it on too thick. So let's do this, get this covered, the rubber. And I can see it's starting to haze, and that's what we want. We want it to haze up nicely, and that's when we know we can start buffing after it's got a good time to haze up. So another little, so I'll try and show you the hazing, and then if anyone else has already used this wax, please tell me if I've gone too thick or too thin, and we'll find out if I've gone too thick when we try and buff it off later. So I can see on my applicator, when I go to another section, if I haven't got enough on here, it's really sort of, it's thin and kind of grabby. You can feel it. Like the pad has got a little bit of roughness to it. I've not used these before, but you know, I'm not worried it's gonna do any damage. So I'm just gonna a little tiny drop, literally tiny splodge. Let's do this pillar. Now this is definitely too thick. Okay, now I'm going to hit this window, and the good thing about the glass, it's a lot easier to see. Let me know what waxes do you guys use? What, you know, are you a wax person? Do you avoid them? There's so many good applications for waxes. You protect your car. You know, if you have ceramic coatings, you can do this. It will, you know, stop water spotting on a ceramic coating. Definitely, you know, it's not a, you know, 3 to 8 month longevity thing. You know, it's going to be probably monthly, I guess, depending on, you know, the traffic, mileage, the weather. It's another little drop. Do this wing mirror. Do the plastic trim around the wing mirror, the glass in the wing mirror. And then I'm not going to buff until the very end. Obviously, if there's 2 of you, it's a lot quicker. Because the car's already quite protected, again, just a little tiny dollop You know, I've got the applicator. So from this angle, I can really see now how much wax I'm applying. Oh yeah, that's so much better. I can see they're starting to get patchy now. So perhaps, you know, I'm kind of learning this as I go a little bit. Again, I don't want to go on too thick, but I want it to be on. See, there's like a gap there where I feel like it's not on very well. Like just here. You know, is this going to completely remove all the scratches and swirls? No. I think if you were to put in, oh, there's a deep scratch here. I wish I could video that. And I got to be honest, I think I'm doing it too hard. I'm applying too much pressure because it's hurting my hand a little bit. It's time. Okay, I've only got a little bit of time left before I get told off. There we go, look. Oh, this is going to be so good. I can't wait to look at the end result of this. This whole car is going to look so glossy afterwards. And like I said, if you want to really hide more scratches, then do a couple of coats, you know. I'm going to just put that down there. See, and then what I'm going to do at the very end of this is get the applicator and put it in my bucket of rinseless wash. You know, if you feel like you've done too much on the applicator, I would give it a squidge on the window, and I think that would just help apply it on there, move it around a bit. I wonder if it's worth having a dropper cap. I don't know. Let's just keep going. I'm going to do the plastics as well, because with this Mini and with what the previous Mini we had, it definitely had an issue. This, because of the way the air moves around the wheel, you get this sort of wave effect down the plastic. I might be able to show you, but again, this sun and my light is quite tricky. You know, there's no need to rush. You know, I don't have a lot of time to do this, but you know, I don't want to rush. Get this all done. I got a little 50-50 there, you can see. Little dollops like that. Like, you don't want to go bigger than that, I don't think. Let's just keep it managed for now. And you kind of get a feel for it after a while. You get to feel. I knew a car door had hit my car. You can see it there. God damn it. I thought I heard it. There you go. Look, yeah, you could tell there's plenty on the applicator still on some of these bits. Just keep going. You know, it's looking pretty dark now from the plastic trim. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. The day's going to come and I will get that blooming polisher, unless we give it all up. I'll be a stay-at-home dad, full-time. I mean, that'd be awesome, but I don't think it was going to happen. I mean, I wouldn't want to. My wife works her butt off. I wouldn't want to take that away from her. She deserves time with our babies just as much as me. Oh yeah, I was going to do a little 50-50. Let's get this done. So you can see definitely on the black plastic how much is on the applicator. This is nice. I mean, the smell isn't like amazing, but I don't know, do I care? Do I really want it to? I mean, the Fusso wax is that doesn't smell like lemons, put it that way. Neighbour's looking at me, he's this crazy fool talking to himself, washing his car all the time. It's so good for plastic. Like plastic, you know, modern cars, you just see it all the time. Just and I'm not panicking about flash times with a wax. I'm not thinking, oh, if I get a high spot, I'm gonna have to sand the car or do, I don't know, I've never experienced a high spot with what ceramic coatings because I've only ever done it on wheels. I do actually quite like this applicator. I didn't actually want to wax this headlight because I've got an issue. It's delaminating on the inside and I'm hoping it's going to get covered under the BMW warranty, but they want to charge me 150 quid to look at it. I'm like, come on. So look at it. So this is a tricky bit of the light. I'm going to have to turn my back to you, I think, because it's really easy for me to see in this direction. But when the sun's behind me, it's actually quite difficult. And I'm getting around the emblem, do the emblem. So that might be a little bit heavy there. Let's continue down. Get this eye. Woo! Now, I think what you could do, this has got quite big panel gaps. You could always raise the bonnet, do something along those lines. You can fill in those, get those gaps as well. I would recommend 100% doing all the good bits, all the crevices and stuff as well, because it will keep them tidy and glossy and neat, and it will just add that little bit of extra je ne sais quoi, let's say. So when I catch the edge of the applicator a little bit, I can feel that I do have a lot on here, and it's still coming off nicely. That liner there, sorry if you can't see me. I can't wait to be able to have a go at coatings and that, you know. I just wish I was in a position where, you know, I could be in partner with a supplier or an affiliate or something, but it's time. Okay, got 10 minutes. Woo. Not very much though. I don't know what the moisture is going to do. I don't think a couple of drops should make too much difference. You know, it's not like I'm doing a stack, which is, if you're not familiar with the DIYDetail system, it's when you apply the 8-year coating and then their 3-year coating, or their 5 and their 3. And it's not a 2-layer system, it's a double bond. But watch their channel and you can find out more about it. I think I've done this already. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this side and then I'll show you the haze. And then we'll buff it off. So much gloss you can't actually see the haze. It's so hard in this light to really show you, you know, what I see. I'm not complaining that I'm getting sun and the opportunity to do this. Thank you, my love. Oh, there's loads of water under the number plate. Let's just keep going. I don't know how that's going to affect this. I thought I blew it up pretty well, but perhaps my blowing technique wasn't great.
That's what she said! Michael!
So I'm not going to do in the grilly bit because that's full of quick beads. And I wonder if anybody who's got a really keen eye watching this can see, you know, the bits that I've overdone it. You know, the guys at DIYDetail, I think mainly Ivan, been really kind in watching my videos and seeing what I've been up to and helping me out and comments. Very much appreciated, thank you. And everyone else who's been involved so far, it's just so heartwarming. Thank you so much. It's such a great card I'll clean and detail. I absolutely love it. You know what I'm going to do as well? I'm going to put wax on the exhaust tip to see what happens. You know, maybe it's not designed. I've got high temperature wax in the garage. I'm not worried about. Tell you what, let's do this as well. Look, rubber. Lovely. Rubbers. A bit of protection on them. Why not? Let's do it all. Now let's enjoy this process. I'm going to do it similar to a coating. I'm going to use a short mat towel and a pluffy. There's a bit I've missed there. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so this will never pick up on camera, but the bits that are heavier, so that's one pass, still some left, 2 pass, 3 pass, yeah. So this is really thick here and it's very difficult to buff off. So I'm gonna kind of go over the stuff that's thinner, just buffs off. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's not as slick, I guess, as a coating, but it feels good. Again, it's probably my pressure on the pad as well. This is exactly what issues I had with the Fusso wax was. I would apply too much wax, and as I came to buff it off, there were many areas where I saw that I'd missed buffing and ended up with like white cat scratches around the paint. Now I'm not sure how well this is going to be at preserving or like restoring the plastic, because I usually use my plastic trim and tire. Yeah, so I think where I was scared about not applying enough, a bit of practice just to get over that fear, because now I've got bits which I've missed and are hard to polish, hard to get off. There's quite a bit, little bits of tar on this roof. And like a buff. So that is okay. Oh, nice. I haven't done a windscreen, which just because I've already got coating on it, and I'm trying to limit the amount of time. I mean, so far the gloss is absolutely insane, absolutely lovely. Oh yeah. Oh, I've got to make sure I put a big note on the car when it goes in for its service next week. Do not wash my car and put that frickin' tyre dressing on that you use. Oh my god, it was as close to crude oil as I could imagine you could get. Like, I don't know what it is with car dealerships, especially main dealerships, I should say. I know they see detailing as a expense, but just having shiny tyres doesn't mean that the car's well looked after. So, or been, prepped well. Get my edges right. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Oh man, this looks good. When you're a car nerd, it's really hard to explain to people, why is this so satisfying. So there is a bit of oxidation on my rubbers here, and so I've got a little bit of white on here. Now I think if I just hit that with some panel white, or on the next wash it will come off. So I haven't really got time to mess with it now. Oh my god, look at the mirror. That is so good. I just love my car looking so good. So yeah, product management, more is not good. Just chucking it on is not good. Be methodical, be patient, don't rush. Even if you're going to get shouted at, take your time, enjoy it. Again, too thick on here. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, lots and lots of heavy passes. Definitely improved some of these scratches. 100%. Later on, when I come back, I'll find the bits that I've missed. And that, I think, is a good tip for anyone doing detailing, is perhaps sometimes you just need to walk away, assess your work, come back later. I'm jibber jabbering on now. I think you probably want me to fast forward to the grand finale. It's going to rain, I know it. Another thing about this, if it now rains, it doesn't matter. Ideally I want to get the car finished buffing it before it does, but I'm not gonna. It's had its haze, flash time. That's what I needed. So I don't have to worry about it getting wet. Don't have to worry about don't wash the car for like a month. I'm just kidding. For like a week or whatever it is you need to for a coating. Typically a week, I believe. Bugs flying on the car. Get off. I mean, this looks good. I think 2 coats I would recommend, just because, well, I don't know. I mean, it's just The gloss is ramped up. I can't even see it. I'm just looking at myself. 100% this is an improvement. Like, this was looking pretty damn good before, but now, holy smokes. And that second coat, if I was to do it, would just help, you know, hide some more of those love marks. You know, this wasn't a brand new car, it was a second-hand car. It's been washed by dealerships, God knows who else, and now it's seeing the love it needs and deserves. Oh, here we go. A bit late. Sorry, I've kind of disappeared from you. Maybe I'll cut this bit out. What the hell was that? That was a big bug. Done that. I've done this. Oh, here we go, look. Now I've got the right light. See where I've missed. So I'm not sure if this is coming out great on the plastic in terms of restoring this weird cavitation haze, because I kind of see it still, but it is an improvement. I think it does need a plastic dressing, coating thing. All the handles. Oh yeah. This is amazing. Oh, a bit. Oh, so good. So good. I can only imagine what this must be like if you do 5-3 stack, the gloss boss, whack this over the top of it, and just, you'd have to wear sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses at night. See the light that hides beyond your eyes. So I think, oh, I'm just going to hit this. I'm in a bit rinse this wash here. I don't know what's going on with this. That little triangle there, I don't know if it's the wax or something else, but there we go. It's come off nicely. Wow. Okay, so there it is. I'm so happy with this. This is really great. Really good. Another bit there. See, make sure you get all these little areas. Walk around, check, double check. In here, look, there you go on that gloss and that silver trim. Under here. Around the plastic. I reckon we do a little walk around, don't you? in the last video, the little clip I've just put on there, you can see that it's gone white and creamy from the wax. Essentially, this is me not buffing the wax properly. There is some oxidation on the plastic, which is sort of, I thought was kind of dealt with my previous dressings, but there are multiple patches where I haven't buffed the plastic sufficiently. So what I would say is, if you have put the wax on plastics, because I rushed last night, make sure you remove the wax from the plastic trims, because you will get this hazing, and there was like water droplets that kind of look like. So to deal with this, I'm simply going to use a bit of rinseless, because I have driven the car. A little bit of rinseless on there, and then I'm just gonna dry and buff. Dry. And there you go. Just be careful that you do buff just with black plastics. Let's pull that back. See, it's starting to dry a bit now. There's always a little bit grayed. I wasn't expecting the wax to necessarily restore the trim, because it's not really what it's designed to do. But I think I may put some more dressing over the top. But yeah, just be wary that oxidized trim, or trim which has started to fade and has issues, even though this is not that old, you will get, oh, there's loads of it I've missed actually. But yeah, make sure you do buff properly. But I don't think this plastic has reacted very well to the wax. But it's not the wax's fault, it's not the product, it's my application of it and the trim that I'm applying it to. Paint looks glorious, but unfortunately the trim needs a coating, to be honest. And there you go, good luck.